Hello, beloveds, beautiful co-creators, and omnipresent observers. Today I wanted to talk about this video, how you can become limitless. Yes, I said limitless. I'm talking about being able to run for miles and miles and miles, swim for miles and miles and miles, be able to solve crazy mathematical problems, read books and books and books all in a few days, being able to tap into your whole brain, all of it. Not what we were told, 10%, but all of it. Being able to be everybody's best friend and just totally just a very lovable, just like anything you want to do, you do it and you exceed at it times a million. Why aren't we able to do that? Or why aren't people doing that? You know, there's some people, very rare people, that are able to do stuff like that. And the reason is because so many people have this conditioning going on in their heads. They have this identification, this person, this thing that they limited themselves to. So think about that. You are not that. You are this omnipresent observer of all of this. You have no limits. The space that exists in this universe is infinite times infinite in infinite dimensions. And you are that. So how can you have limits? How can you only use so little of your potential, other than that we're choosing to use so little of our potential? We're believing ourselves that we only have a certain capacity to do a certain amount of stuff. And I'm not saying we should be out there trying to like conquer this and conquer that, and like, you know, I'm just saying that first of all, you don't need to be doing any of that to already be happy in a space of infinite love and bliss. Because you just become this observant self, come into that space where you are just that consciousness, and that's already good enough right there. That's yeah, that's the ultimate place to be. But if you are obviously in this world, and obviously this world is very demanding of, you know, depending on your circumstances, that's where everybody's different. Everybody has to follow their heart. You know, some people have children already. Some people, they look after, you know, maybe their parents. Some people are on themselves and they could afford to just do nothing if they wanted to and just be, I guess you could say, even breatharians. And what a breatharian is pretty much just surviving on their own breath. They could already just tap into that energy field, and which, I mean, you already are it, so it's just not, you know, finding a way to your body and spirit to align with that, and bam, there, you just giving your body all the energy it needs direct. No need to bypass or digest any like stuff that's gonna create waste. Even better, more optimal energy. And this actually, like, you know, goes out because, I mean, the reason I was trying to make this video about, you know, becoming limitless in every aspect of who you are or whatever, is because we do live in this world that is very goal-oriented and very task-driven. And part of it, that is just for the sake of experiencing things. So, nothing is bad in this world. When you observe it and you don't identify it, you just see it as for what it is, and it's just an experience. It's only when you think of it as a bad thing that it becomes a bad thing, and then we give it a negative thought, and then we become sinister about it, and now we're suffering because we're seeing this bad thing. And plus, another thing I want to make a point is that, um, you know, rather than focusing on all the bad things, because I know that I know what's out there, but I'd rather not give my attention and energy to that. I'd rather be creating something. So rather than fighting something that cannot be won against, because first of all, you're in their domain, might as well just bring your world affect them with your world. Focus on the solutions and focus on the positive things, and bam, that is the change. That is, you're doing your work right there, if you know what I'm talking about. And when you think about that you're limitless, imagine that you're literally limitless. You have all this energy, all this potential. We can easily just do so much without doing much. We could be doing very little because we're, in a very highly conscious state, and the physical effects will be like if we done so much. So the key, first of all, is just detaching yourself from all these wants and desires anyways. Just detaching yourself completely. Let go of everything. Let go of all your goals. Everything. Boom. You're not those goals. You're not any of that. We're nothing. Just become nothing. And then once you're in that space of nothingness, and then you're in that space of being that observer of everything, then you become everything. Then you become limitless. Then you're able to do so much. And I'm in the process of doing this thing where I want my physical body to just be very, very healthy. Just for the sake of this experience of, I'm already in it, so might as well just enjoy it. And I think there's a healthy balance in that too. Like, we need to enjoy this life. We need to, just don't attach yourself to it. Know that it's temporary. Know that it's not everything. But until that point, then you truly do enjoy it. Once you know that, you really truly will enjoy it, unbiasedly or whatever. You will truly enjoy it. And you'll come alive. You'll be like, whoa, like, I'm here right now in this present moment, just like I could do anything. I can go around the world. I can go swim in the ocean. I can go hiking. You're limitless. You could go start an organization that's gonna, like, I have this idea, and I'll let you guys know. Hopefully one of you guys will do it before me, but, and actually I already seen people doing it, so it's not even my idea. It's just, I think it's just an idea that goes around when people that are waking up, they see this need in this world, and it's just answering to that need to serve, our fellow man. And the idea is just mainly to, like, there's empty land and spaces around the city, and creating an organization where pretty much, somehow you go through the city. And I think there's a couple cities that might have done that. I think LA might have been one, and even France is doing something like this. I've been seeing posts um, all through the internet. And the idea is to get this land and pretty much make it like a food garden where people that are homeless or people that are unfortunate or people that are staying in shelters, you give them that hobby, that time to learn those essential skills, so they grow it. They become an actual positive uh, thing to the community. Before they were doing probably not much. Now you're making them be productive, and it's healthy. That's healthy for them. That makes them feel like they belong. It creates a sense of community, and they're growing food, and then that food in return goes back into feeding themselves and shelters and like food banks and whatever. So you have this empty space with all this manpower, and you just created this thing where now the space is being used and these people are actually enjoying their fruits. um, and that's beautiful. That's amazing. And hopefully there's be more people doing something like that. I hope to save money and eventually be doing something like that around my city. um, but I encourage everybody to do something like that, or just get involved, but not attach yourself to it. Just like always prioritize. Come back to your observing self. Be present. Be that peace. Be that silence. Be nobody. And from that point, you will know what you have to do and what you can do. So yeah, you're limitless in every possible way. Who would have guessed? um you could be a singer, you could be a dancer, you could be a uh, Olympic athlete, you can be a bodybuilder. I mean, seriously, there's no limits. I mean, I don't know what to tell you other than that you have no limits. The only limits is that what you put upon yourself, the barriers that you put on your eyes, like like the track horse race guys that they put those blinders, and now they so it's like we consistently put blinders on ourselves, and then you believe it. You die hardly, cold hardly believe that those blinders are real. It's like an illusion, like just like fear. It's an illusion, and the ego and all these things. They're real when we make them real. When we attach them ourselves to them and we get lost in them, then they become real. But until then, they're just an illusion. So hopefully this video has somehow inspired you, or triggered certain things inside of your heart to go out and do something without you being attached to that outcome, or that thing. So yeah, much love, blessings, and namaste.